What's good, YouTube? It's of course of Earth and Prophecy, and I just wanted to drop a little bit of NFL knowledge, if I may. I was watching Speak for Yourself, which is not a bad TV show. It's a TV show that they talk about sports on show, and Marcellus Wiley. They do a very good job. They're better than First Take, I should say. But obviously they was talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and on why do they think that they don't have a chance in hell to repeat as Super Bowl champions. You know, because we all know last year they were down by like they were down by 10 points in their last two games. You know what I'm saying? Actually, in their last three games, if you count the Super Bowl. They were down 10-0 against I believe, yeah, they were down 10-0 against the Texans, and then obviously they were down 10-0 against the Titans, and then they were down 21-0 against the Texans, and they were down 10-0 against the Titans, and they were down 10-0 against the 49ers in the Super Bowl, and they all came back and won. You know, sometimes in life, luck runs out. You know, I think they just riding on momentum. I think they just riding on luck. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes is not a great quarterback, in my opinion. There's a few reasons why he's not a great quarterback, but this is not about Patrick Mahomes. I truly do think that they sometimes underutilize Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they maximize his full potential. Just like how the Giants had Odell Beckham Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that the Giants didn't maximize Odell Beckham Jr.'s talent to the full extent, and I feel the same way about, the Chiefs. When you have only one ball and you have to get it to your receivers, like, we get it. Tyreek Hill, he's a cheetah, he's whatever you want to call him. But there's ways that he can stretch the field, you know what I'm saying? Just like how the Philadelphia used Deshaun Jackson his rookie year. Deshaun Jackson was tearing defenses up. Like, his speed was unmatched. And he also was a person that ran track. You know what I'm saying? So, or like a Plaxico Burress, or like Antonio Brown when he was with the Steelers. Like, production, like, I think Tyreek Hill has not shown he's the number one receiver. He's just a receiver. He's not a number one receiver. When you look at Robinson and Watkins, you know what I'm saying, you would think that Robinson is more of a number one, Watson is more of a number two, and Tyreek Hill is probably more of a three. You can add a Travis Kelce, who's probably four, but if you see, all of Patrick Mahomes' targets have gone to who? Kelce. So I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs don't want to pay Tyreek Hill and he goes somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because you can obviously lose a receiver his stature. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of speedy receivers in college that runs probably faster or faster than him. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna lose a sleep. They're not gonna lose a beat if they lose him. You know what I'm saying? Just like how the Rams didn't lose a beat when they lost Todd Gurley. Everybody's saying, "Oh, what are they doing? This and that." They let Todd Gurley go, or when the Arizona Cardinals, no, not the Arizona Cardinals, the Houston Texans let go of Hopkins, and everybody was losing their minds. I like, why would they let the number one receiver that Watson had go? As you can see, the Cardinals got much better. The Texans didn't. Obviously the Texans is eliminated, and the Cardinals is probably also eliminated. But that goes to show you that, talent don't mean anything. Just because you have talent across the field, it's so hard to nitpick on who you want to throw it to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a decent running back, two star receivers, or just one decent running back, one decent receiver, one decent tight end, you might probably do something. But if you have a plethora of stars all around you, it's gonna cause for chaos. And I just think that the Chiefs' days are numbered. You know. Now, it's all about what the referees and the NFL wants to do, to be honest with you, because they actually have the power. They actually have the power to say, you know what? Do we want the Chiefs to repeat as Super Bowl champions? Because if you really think about it, the true heroes, the true winners of whoever the Chiefs face, because obviously they have a first round bye, so they don't necessarily face anybody. But once they get from their first round bye, whoever they face, don't you think that this referees are probably going to be in their favor? The calls, what I'm saying? Like they may not show it, but they'll show when, around the fourth quarter, or they'll tend to, throw more flags on the opposite direction of the opponents, you know what I'm saying? But, obviously you can't put the game in the referee's hands. But then again, the referees, you know, like they can make a call. One single flag can change the whole dynamic. I mean, one single flag can change the whole demeanor of a game. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when the Falcons kicked the field goal, right? It was good. They called the flag. They moved them back. They moved them back like 5 yards or probably 10 yards. All right. So they kicked again. He missed. Like, and this was when this is when they was facing the Falcons. The Falcons was playing as good as a defense as they was, despite their record. Despite their record, they were playing great defense. Maybe if they played the same exact defense when they faced you know, again, but but if they playing like if their defense was playing the same way that they played against the Patriots that Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers would have had a Super Bowl ring. Not Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan would have had a Super Bowl ring. Julio Jones would have had a Super Bowl ring. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. They ran. Actually, they passed. And this whole, debacle, you already saw how the game ended. But yeah, but sooner or later, man, I mean, but, they missed. They missed the field goal. They kicked it from probably like 23, moved them back like 10 yards, made them kick it at the 34 hash mark, missed it. Would have sent it to overtime. So, yeah. Or when the Giants was keep getting, or when the Ravens was keep getting called, was keep getting flags thrown their way. You know what I'm saying? Like they was keep getting flags thrown their way every single play. You know what I'm saying? Like that one touchdown where, you know, that was clearly holding, by number, I think that was number 29. He held, the Giants receiver, but the referee picked it up. He threw it and then he picked it up and everybody got mad. Like that is clearly, you know, like, is that pass interference? Like you're not supposed to have your hands on the receiver's hip or arm. You know what I'm saying? You play against the ball, not with the ball. You know what I'm saying? A lot of DBs, a lot of cornerbacks, they play with the ball and not against it. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess he got panicked. I guess he panicked and freaked out. So he held him. Referee threw the flag, didn't throw the flag. The game was over. You know what I'm saying? Not the game obviously was over, but they had to settle for, a field goal. But, that goes to show you maybe that touchdown, if they had that touchdown, if they connected to that, if Daniel Jones connected to that receiver for a touchdown, game could have changed. That could have gave him momentum. Because momentum in sports is real. But you know, I just think that the Chiefs' days are numbered. I don't think they're going to duplicate what they did last year. Um, you know, but like I said again, the NFL picks and chooses who they want to win the Super Bowl. You know, so I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs do it again. Down by 13 or down by 17, and you know, like just like you already know, man. Um, but yeah, man. History has shown when teams go on a 10-game winning streak, all of their, they obviously made it to the playoffs, but none of them actually won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because if the Chiefs can win their game this Sunday, they have the first round bye. And they obviously win the division. I thought they did last year. I thought they did last game, but obviously I don't know. But who knows? They might be resting their players. Patrick Mahomes may not even play the last game. Seeing that it's the last game of the season. Why risk it? You know what I'm saying? So expect a lot of these playoff teams to play their backups. You know what I'm saying? Expect Aaron Rodgers to sit out. Expect, you know, you know, freaking, Jared Goff to sit out. You know what I'm saying? Because they already have everything wrapped up, so there is no need to. But anyways, I just wanted to, let y'all know that I think that the Chiefs are running out of lucks. I think they're going to. I think they're just gonna lose. I mean, the NFL is not that team. The NFL is not that organization or that company to say, okay, we want to retool. You know what I'm saying? We want a different champion each and every year. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can ever duplicate what the Patriots have ever done. You know what I'm saying? Winning 18 banners, going to multiple Super Bowls. Like the Chiefs are capable of doing it, but it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard, you know? Because Patrick Mahomes is what, 24, 25 years old? Tom Brady was 24 or 25, won the Super Bowl. How old was Ben Roethlisberger when he won his first Super Bowl? 24, right? 25. So how old when Eli Manning won his first Super Bowl? Eli Manning was what? It took Eli Manning how many years? 2004 he got drafted. 2005, 6, 7. It took Eli Manning 4 years to win his first championship. Okay. Ben Roethlisberger, I think it only took him 2 years to win his first championship because they both obviously got drafted the same year. So just saying, just saying, you know. So that's what I think. Um, you know, I mean, you don't flip this. Like, I don't understand what flipping the switch means in sports. I really don't. I've heard that expression before, which, in basketball or football, whatever have you, like flipping the switch basically means that I could get hot anytime I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just toying with y'all. Before I didn't even know what that means, but obviously my friends had to, explain it to me what it means. It basically means that, I could get hot anytime I want to. I could turn it on, I could turn it off. You know what I'm saying? It's like a leak faucet, you know what I'm saying? Like I could turn it hot or I could be cold. I could be hot or I could be cold. You know what I'm saying? So, this whole flipping a switch and like it's either you play your best game or you play like trash. That's why I get it. That's how I get it from. It's either you play your best football or you play like trash. There's no in between. You know, Math is either you get it wrong, you get it right. There's no in between. You know what I'm saying? So, karma is gonna creep up to them. Karma is real. What goes around comes around. Like you want to be smart, you want to act smart, you want to be cocky, you want to be arrogant when come playoff time. But when the team punches you in your mouth real hard, you're gonna have a reality check. Like, okay, this wasn't our year. You know what I'm saying? This and that. Like Patrick Mahomes may retire with one Super Bowl ring. He may be like Drew Brees, just Aaron Rodgers. Like some of the greats to even have one ring. Russell Wilson. Like all of them could retire with one Super Bowl ring. So this whole notion that Patrick Mahomes could be the Michael Jordan of like like really you're like it was on First Take. I'm saying a few days or a few months ago. Max and Stephen A was debating can Patrick Mahomes be the NBA, be the Michael Jordan of the NFL, like even Stephen A agreed with me, that's blasphemous. Okay? That's just stupid. That's idiotic. You can't compare Michael Jordan to or you can't take Patrick Mahomes and compare him to Michael Jordan. Two different sports, you know. Michael Jordan retired, came back and still won. Patrick Mahomes, we don't even know if he's gonna play for the next 10 or 15 years. You know what I'm saying? He can. He's capable of. If he's passionate and he, plays the game, or not even play the game, but if he's passionate about it, then yeah. Or he might just, play for like 5 more years and then just, say I'm done. Because now these days, that's where the NFL is leading. Like nobody's gonna play like Tom Brady's playing. Like people are just gonna, it's more branding than sports itself. You know, like I think a lot of players like a Odell Beckham Jr., like a AB, took their branding more seriously than winning because they don't care if they win the Super Bowl or not. Like if I was playing hypothetically, like do I want to make money and support my family for the rest of my life? Or do I want to chase a ring that I know I will never get if I'm on a crappy ass team like the Jets or the Jaguars? You know what I'm saying? Or the Texans or the Falcons. Like if I'm on a team like the Packers, I already know year in and year out I'm gonna win my division, win 10 or 11 games and get into the playoffs. You know? Because once you get drafted, you in that city for the next, what, 4 years? These contracts are now. Because I remember back then they were giving like 6-year contracts to Cam Newton, to Sam Bradford. Now it's, the CBA has gone down a little bit. So they're just giving these contracts, they're just giving these 4-year deals out to rookies now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do I want to spend the next 4 years in with the Jets, or if I'm drafted, by the Giants, do I want to, buy a house in New York and because that's where you're gonna live, for the next 4 years. So you might as well just get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that the Giants or the Jets are bad, teams to go to, but you know, history has shown that they have not proven me they have not proven that they can get the job done. Like but it is what it is. But I just feel like, the Chiefs, their days are numbered, and I think that somebody's gonna punch them in the mouth real bad. They're gonna punch them in the mouth real bad to the point where they're never gonna wanna fight back anymore. They're just gonna lay low. They're just gonna lay low like a cheap tent. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna fold like origami. They're just not gonna fight back. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the NFL. That's the NFL. The NFL likes to mix it up. The NFL don't want to, keep on, throwing the same product out there. Like, can you imagine the Chiefs winning 3 Super Bowls in a row, or winning this year's Super Bowl and losing it to somebody else, and then 3 years later winning it again? You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, maybe the NFL is trying to find their next Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. And I think Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes fits the mold. Fits the mold very fast. They may not have the same defense like the Patriots did, but with Teddy Bruschi and Vince Wilfork and Harrison, they might not have those guys, but offensively they can keep up and they can score points, and that's what the Patriots offense from those years was like. You know what I'm saying? When they had Randy Moss and the Wes Welker and Deion Branch and what I'm saying, the Brown. I forgot. I think his name was Tim Brown or something like that. They were scoring points. But but the defense kept them in those Super Bowls. And it came down to a late field goal every single Super Bowl. So I mean, I just think that the Chiefs' time is up. Just like John Cena, your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. Something, 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 something. So, anyways, yeah, man. And so if you agree with me, you can leave a comment down below. Will the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, or will they get punched in the mouth? Like Mike Tyson used to say, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Or the Chiefs get punched in the mouth, or they continue their dominance throughout the postseason. Or they can advance to the playoffs and lose in the Super Bowl. Like, they don't necessarily have to lose in the playoffs. They can lose it on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? Because the Steelers are not playing their best football. The Ravens is inconsistent. Like who's there actually to dethrone them? The Bills. Like, really? Like, we've been bashing the Bills since '07, and '07 was the last time they were relevant. So obviously, but like I said, it's gonna have to be somebody from the NFC to knock them off, and I think it's the LA Rams. I think the LA Rams are the perfect team to knock off the. I think the LA Rams are the perfect team to knock off the Chiefs, because they have the defense, they have the offensive weapons, they have the offense, they have the defense, they have the head coach. So it's a match made in heaven. Will it happen? I hope so, because that would be a great Super Bowl to watch. Let some fans in, probably like 50 fans, per seat. Well, I mean, I don't know, but uh, you know, fans without fans, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because you're gonna get the same result. People are gonna be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, saying how rigged it was and this and that. Because if the people don't get what they want, they're gonna backlash. They're gonna say, "Oh, this game was fixed. Oh, this game is rigged. Oh, this game is that." They can never sit down and enjoy a game, whether you're a fan of the Rams or the Chiefs, or you're just a fan in general. They can never sit down with their beer and with their food and just enjoy the game. They always gotta say, "Oh, it's rigged," if things don't go their way. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how society in Americas are. We can never settle for less. We always want more. And that's what's wrong with this country. In my opinion. But it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, if your team is in the playoffs or going to the playoffs, y'all can let me know in the comment section down below who's your team. Is your team in or out? Obviously, my team is going to be out, because we cannot score worth for nothing. And my team is obviously the New York Giants. Like, in that division, or in a conference, actually, we can't score no points. We have the lowest scoring rate in the National Football League. I think we score like 12 points per game. And you can't do that in the playoffs at all. You're not gonna win like that going into the playoffs. So it is what it is. But I mean, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.